All right. I don't ever do this. And this is probably the one place. This is why I'm putting the receipts here. Oh. Yeah, I mean Tennessee Road and that whole thing. I had a gluten experience. Otherwise, that video would have been a lot longer. But I wasn't very comfortable most of the way. Um, and I've been bad. So the last 3 weeks are bad because going back to work, I'm also eating uh, super bad for me, and it's not. I lost another 10 pounds. I shouldn't have. And just all like, and I know. I stopped it already. I'm already on the reverse. I realize that working doesn't justify making bad decisions, but I have to get through it. And this is also, oh, Pam, yeah. So my dad had to tell all the neighbors about the turtles because I may, especially the one that was a little crispy. Him coming back or here, the turtle coming back really was special for me. Um, and I ran into someone last night at work who I used to work for, who got screwed over by the same boss. So we both got screwed over by the same guy. This is the dude that used to be in the rap game, and I didn't make him up. So yeah, I might get to talk about him because I think he did something special in his life, but we'll see. But this came up at a restaurant years ago when I worked for this guy. His name is Luke, and I don't know. It was something about ants. It was just like I wasn't. It's like squished a bunch of ants because he could, and they were way out in the middle of a road. And I'm just like I can't. I think about all right. I think about the cosmic quantum. Okay, you got pests in your house. I mean, you can get rid of pests. I kind of go with the survival instinct principle on that. But to go out of your way to snuff out any life, I thought is always wrong. I guess that was the one honor I have amongst my criminal streak is I would never want to take a life. If I have to, I would, but I would never want to. I wouldn't take no revelry or pleasure in that. So I try really hard, and then I'm gonna get me a big chicken. But right now I got other stuff because it looks like I could take my dad to Florida. He's pretty much ready to. It, all he has to do is get me the ticket to fly home, and I'll drive him down there. Okay, so we still are on receipts, and the truth is what happened is that electric callboy. So I've got that up. This falling in reverse. I don't want to talk about that too much because people who know the video will find that moment, and I don't have any problem with some of the representation on his lapel. I was trying to show Ange that it's always there, just like Annalise. Not that I'm trying to teach anybody anything, but I mean, let's say you make claims, and Pam, we're not talking to you right now, but some people, and this has happened with humanists too, but uh, they make some claims, or in gosh, I hope this person isn't a good Christian who took their life because someone put satanic imagery in a video. That would be horrific. But I don't have an emotional response past the honesty of this, and it's because I'm frustrated. Because, like I said, with my mom, there's still stuff we haven't even dealt with years later, and they came at they come at us right away, and it wasn't to ask questions in any form of respect, to look for answers, which still would have been too soon. But accusing or wanting to send this correspondence out to all their contacts, which is the fishy part. Both Ange and my friend agree. Now I still haven't read it because I just did the video on YouTube, got that up, and I just did the first video on this channel, and now I'm doing this one. While it uploads, I've got it right here. There it goes. That's uploading. So we've got that going. Not a lot of action over here. So for new subscribers or any of the reactors out there who have reaction channels, if this goes the way it could go, the channel is being kind of exploited to take responsibility for someone's personal demise that we don't know and had only talked to for a day. So that's a pretty real experience for a person who feels like they don't have, I don't wield this kind of influence. I'm looking at like the people who host this video, Falling in Reverse, which isn't part of our subject, but it's a super popular, uplifting to people, but then Luciferian and dark imagery abounds in the music video. This Electric Callboy, dark imagery there. And then Ange seeing this stuff, she didn't understand at all. And part of the receipts to this whole thing is we've been doing the same gig over on the Reaction Talk and Reaction Rants and Rabbit Holes the whole time. Yeah, we want to spread love and care, and over on the other channel there's links. I should put some links down here too. But people would have to search out help on their own. You certainly, a day worth of correspondence, you probably shouldn't pick strangers to influence your life so much. But I'm over here being myself, so I mean, it's scary. If this is real, what a horrible thing. Now, I lived a crazy life, so I don't want to tell this dark story, but I'm gonna. So I grew up in a town, Forest Lake. I didn't live there, I hung out there. I graduated out of a different town. But if you look up some statistics from Forest Lake, Minnesota, 86, 87, 88 through 91, you'll see that they had a very large problem with young men doing themselves in, like making national news deals, PACs, and the people who didn't succeed a year later, creepy, all kinds of stuff that I think, it influenced me back then too. I was not the good guy. But if we're going to play hardball on the internet with a goofball music reactor over on the other channel, then I would have to talk about our friend who back 20 years old, 19. His girlfriend couldn't hook up with him that night, so he sucked on a 12 gauge instead. And because there were so many problems in this town, so much drug abuse, it was rampant. It looks a lot like most major cities now, but this was way back then, and it was a little town. The beach was insane. They picked up the body and just left all the gore. And you want to play and work on Roland's guilt. We got to go outside, buddy? Hold on. You're going to play on, Randy's mine, personally, unless they're not over here and they're over only there. You're going to play on my personal feelings. You got to understand, parties where we clean that gore, off the walls and celebrated the life the day after with excessive drug use. Seen stuff that make your head spin. And that's all before I ended up incarcerated. I've been a good man for the 20 past years. The 30 years before that, I went all out. So just in case I'm being played for sympathy, my sympathy is as legitimate as that Hallmark card, and I've said it. That's even here for reality because I'm just a guy on the internet. And I don't know how much influence people think we wield, but it certainly isn't this much. None of these things, couldn't even stop me from having to go stock shelves. Okay, and maybe you have to be one more, or maybe not. I might want to go back to work. I think I'm going to get back to reactions, and we'll see what happens, and I'll check in on this page tomorrow, and we'll call it good for now.